What's the crack? Okay, so come here. I'm going to show you some shit now on gamification using your Ascension roadmap. Okay, so this is my actual fucking Ascension roadmap. All right, now you guys have got to understand that we're setting goals in the core four areas: health, wealth, success, and relationships, like I spoke about in the last video series on Positive Genius. All right, so come on over to show you this. So the first one here is going to be health. When you've read the shit that's in your journal, you'll see that here you've got a half a point for nutrition. You also get a half a point for some fitness related thing. So what we're looking at is health in itself is split into fitness, some sweaty training shit or strengthy shit, depending on whatever the fuck your goal is, and then some nutritional stuff. Addition is always better than subtraction in this area. So if we're looking at getting better nutrition, it could be adding more green vegetables. You could be getting green shakes in fucking easy for me to say, in the day. Some people start with a green smoothie first thing in the morning. Whatever works for you. And by the way, remember, success is not defined by me in this area. It's defined by you. You say what success means for you. All right? So come on over to show you the wealth one. The wealth one's the one we talk about most because that's the area where people struggle with. Now, wealth is split into two areas here too. One is for working on something in the key three. Second is some point for study. Now, we get questions like, well, what should I be studying, or how do you know what to study? I would suggest that you pick an area. Maybe it's sales copy. Is it social media marketing? Whatever you feel is your weakness, and you study that area and pick one area at a time. If you're trying to study a lot of different things, it just becomes counterproductive. All right, so wealth then, as we say, is split into working on your key three. The key three is what we take from the roadmap, and I'll show you that in just a second. But we're going to pick the key three, and if you do work in the key three in that day, you score your half a point. If you do some study in that day, you score a half a point. Just like your health goal, if you train that day, you score a half a point. If you eat your nutrition as scheduled, you score the half a point. So this is all making it super, super measurable for you. Remember, we say what matters gets measured, and we're going to do this in a daily way and a daily manner habitually so that we know that we're closing gaps towards what we say we want. All right? Now, the next bit is success. And when we talk about the wealth goal, we always use the analogy of a three-legged stool. You've got health, success, and relationships really bolster up or holding up this wealth goal. So the health and the success and the relationships are fundamentally important to you actually achieving the overall wealth goal. And I know a lot of people come to us for help in sales, marketing, and fucking making the revenue figures that they want. But when you really take a closer look at it, the reason that they're not making the money that they want to make can be because these other things are fucking burning to the ground, for want of a better expression. All right? So in success, what we're looking at is, are you mentally in the fucking game? Are you living in the problem? Or are you living in the solution? Have you really taken on board the speech that I gave in the last 5 videos in Positive Genius? Are you actually applying that shit? And to help bolster that up, we split success into 2 measurable areas. You're going to get a half a point for meditation. I spoke about this when I talked about noise cancelling. Even the reduction of just 5% of the always on media, social media, advertisements, Facebook, Instagram, messages, email, Snapchat, fucking you name it. 5% reduction in just that one area can lead to massive increases in positive intelligence and therefore overall production. So we want you meditating daily. All right. Next bit is then the active appreciation. So this part, this is where you're daily journaling. Remember I said the sort of stuff on neuroplasticity, neurons that fire together, wire together. So if you have been the kind of person who is constantly living in the problem, we're trying to get you to focus on the positive, celebrate the big wins on a daily basis, and give yourself active appreciation for the things that you do well in a day, therefore moving you towards a more positive intelligence where you can access all the resourcefulness that you need in order to undertake the journey towards expansion in the other areas of your life. Okay? Last, come on over to see. 1 point. It's not split into 2. This one is the only one that you get a full point for because it's so fucking important. Listen, you can be scoring real high in wealth, health, success, but if you do not have a connection to some family, some significant other, And this, I know there's some people that are single, but they have sisters, brothers, mothers, fathers, nieces, nephews. That is a significant connection in your social environment that is fucking super important. It doesn't matter how much money you're making if you've no one to fucking share any of that shit with. It mean nothing in your life. It's all for nothing if you don't have some sort of relationship or connection with people in your life. All right, so that is the 4 areas. Now come with me and I'll just show you this here. So the wealth goal. We'll take wealth because, look, that's the one that we're really going to detail. And I'm going to do another couple of videos in these areas because, and this is my actual one. There's my core 4 goals. Boom, 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 boom. I've one bit there because I've got to get measurements taken today of my body fat. Ah! Anyway, so where are we? Wealth. This is what I want to get. I want to earn a lot of fucking money, right? So what I've done is I've taken Essential on my mastermind. I'm actually working on launching this to the wider market. So I've detailed all the obstacles. Why haven't I launched this today? Well, here's the fucking obstacles. The obstacles are the way, they become the strategies. Now that I've gotten to the actual strategies that I need to do to close the gap towards what I say I want, where I am now, I detail them on the other page, and then I take one, here's my one for today, 17th of the 7th, and boom, I split it out into the 3 things, because that goal in itself, that strategy is not going to do itself. It's not going to just be something that I can knock out of the park in one fucking day. I have to actually break that down, and I break it down into the 3 key tasks that I do in the week, and then I tick off when I do them. And you can see here that I've been scoring. There's my health. Look, I was training that day, and I was doing my nutrition spot on. Wealth, I did my key 3, but I did not study, so I did not give myself a point. See, this works really well when it's do or do not. Actual, actionable tasks. Did that sound right? Actual, actionable tasks. That's fucking hard to say fast. Right? Then I've got my success. Look at that. I'm fucking on point with my meditation. And then my relationships was good that day. I'm scoring 3.5, 4, 3, 4, 3, 2.5, 2.5 on the weekends. I sort of fell off the fucking wagon a bit. It was crazy. There's my active appreciation. You're seeing me getting all the points. And then I did my R&R. I'm fucking doing my wins. Remember, positive inception. So there's me at the end of a week, looking back over the week and looking at all the positive things that I did to reinforce that neuroplasticity stuff that we were talking about that's super, super important. Reducing the noise and keeping me on target towards my goal. And that is it. Then I put the scores down in each area. Look, health, wealth, success, relationships out of 7. And it's really easy because if you look at the way the book designed, because we're fucking good dudes, I just go 1, 2, 2.5, 3.5, 4.5. Is that 5? Oh, fuck, I fucked up my own counting. Do you believe that? 1, 2, 3. I'll count the big numbers first. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.5. Yeah. Still can't fucking count. I'll make no mathematician. Anyway, so I can see, am I on point? It's like, yes, I am. What worked well? Diet was solid. What needs improvement? Protein and greens. Need more of both, right? So I'm giving myself little, I'm reviewing the hunt at the end of the week to see what worked well, what didn't, what I need to change, what I need to focus on for next week in order to increase my points. People who score highly in this area also, funnily enough, are doing fucking fantastically in their business and their family life. We've seen that time and time again. And the whole point of doing this is when we get on calls with the people like inside the mastermind who have very close proximity to us, it gives us an easy pointer to say, like, well, where are you losing points? For me, here, look, study. I was missing study. Like 22.5, but all of the points that I was losing was study. That's where I was falling down. So if I had a coach, and I do, he goes, why the fuck are you not studying? Gives you a pinpoint place where he has to have an intervention with me, saves all the bullshit stories and all the rest of it. It's like, why are you not fucking studying? Can you do it for next week? Or can you not? That's what we need to deal with. That's how to get results. That's how to avoid all the bullshit stories. It is down to doing the fucking work. There you go. That is the best I can give you in gamification. Now, once you finish watching this video, you can head over to the next one and I'll show you how to fill out shit that gets in the way and getting shit done. Speak to you soon.